Hello and welcome back to the Camp Nou Chronicles, and what a time it is to be a Barcelona fan. A hat-trick of Clasico wins, 2 trophies already in the bag, and now we shift focus to the biggest challenge of the season so far, which is the Champions League semi-finals. Today we are diving into one of the biggest nights in European football, Barcelona taking on Inter Milan in the first leg of the Champions League semi-finals at the Montjuic. After a thrilling journey through the knockout stages, both teams now stand just 2 games away from the final and the stakes couldn't be higher. Barcelona come into this riding a wave of momentum under Hansi Flick, showing much better fluidity and intensity compared to last season. While Inter have been a machine in Serie A, ruthless in attack and incredibly organized at the back, both sides come into the game in completely different form. Barca have won 3 out of their last 3 games, including a Clasico Cup final, while Inter have lost 3 out of 3, at the same time failing to score even a single goal, which is a very shocking stat. Historically, both teams have played some close matches against each other. Barcelona have had the upper hand in overall UCL head-to-head record, but Inter are no strangers to causing upset on the big stage. Although we cannot call this an upset because Inter is one of the best sides in the world currently. If we look at the Champions League campaigns of both teams have played some big matches and won some big matches. Barcelona have been the best team in attack, while Inter have been one of the best in defense. For this game, Barcelona are likely to go with their famous 4-2-3-1 formation, with Ferran Torres leading the line in the absence of Robert Lewandowski, with Rafinha and Lamine Yamal flying down the wings. And a player which I think will be the most important is Dani Olmo. Now, whether he'll start or not, that depends on Flick, but I think he will be the most decisive player in this game. He's the best player when it comes to finding gaps and making runs into the box, finding those channels between the defenders. So he will be one of the crucial players in this game. The job in the midfield will be handed to the most dependable duo of this season, which is Pedri and De Jong. Both complement each other brilliantly and both are very press resistant, so nobody can press them and they find the gaps very easily. It will be a partnership of Inigo Martinez and Kubarsi at the back, and our hero of the Copa del Rey final, Jules Koundé, at the right back position. And now for the left back position, we could have some good news with Balde very close to match fitness, so there could be a surprise on the left back position. If Balde comes back, that will be a huge boost for Barcelona. If not, then we'll have to make do with Gerard Martin. And as always, Szczesny will be in goal, although Ter Stegen is fit, but Flick just said that Szczesny will be in the goal. Talking ahead of the game, both Lamine Yamal and Hansi Flick showed confidence in the team's ability and were proud of the achievements of the team so far this season. And both were looking excited for this big semi-final clash coming up next. Now let's talk some tactics. Tactically, expect Barcelona to dominate possession, pushing their fullbacks high and looking to create overloads, especially exploiting Yamal's 1v1 ability against Inter's wingbacks. Also, beware of Dani Olmo's movement between the lines. Inter, on the other hand, will sit deep, stay compact and look to hit on the break through Thuram's pace and Lautaro's clever movement between the lines. The midfield battle could define the night, with Pedri and Frankie trying to dictate the tempo against Inter's physical midfield of Barella and Çalhanoğlu. Watch out for key duels like Yamal versus Di Marco on the flank and Ferran versus Acerbi in the middle. Now, the key player for Barcelona, I guess, will be Rafinha with his fantastic Champions League record so far this season. What a season he's had in the Champions League. He has the opportunity to score more goals and break Leo Messi's Barcelona record of 14 Champions League goals. And who knows, maybe he can challenge Cristiano's 17 goals a season record also. Now coming on to the prediction, I think it's going to be a tough fight, but I'll go with a 3-1 win for Barca with Rafinha making the headlines. Let me know your predictions in the comments. Don't forget to like the video if you are hyped for this clash and subscribe for more Barcelona content right here on the Camp Nou Chronicles.